Hi guys, so when you collect your camera, it'll come in a case like this, all similar. So open that up. Inside you will find a charging cable, a charger adapter which you can plug into the wall, which has a USB port on it. You will have your camera and a battery. So the first thing you need to do is put the battery into the camera, because it won't be inside the camera when you collect it. So there you go. So you'll see on the back of the battery there's a row of little connectors, a row of little slots, and inside the camera you'll see a row of connectors. So you literally line those up and push up until you hear a click, and then the battery is in the camera. If we now flip open the viewfinder, on the inside you'll see just there is the on and off button. So we'll press that and you should hear a little sound to let you know that the camera has now come on. On the viewfinder it's most likely going to say condition too dark. That's because on the front here we have a built-in lens cap, and on the side there is a little slider. So we push that slider down and that opens up the front of the camera. Check that the lens doesn't have any dirt on it, because that does affect the quality of the film. So if we spin that camera back round again and go back to the viewfinder, you'll see now that the viewfinder has been opened, we can see where the camera is looking. On the top here is our zoom in and zoom out trigger. Use that for framing. Try to avoid a lot of footage with the zoom being used in and out. If I hold that like so, you should just be able to see how the zooming function works. So there you go. So that's our zoom in and zoom out. Record is on the button on the back. Press that to start recording and press that again to stop recording. When you've captured the video that you need, you can look at what you've got on the camera. On the back here is a trigger. At the moment it's in camera mode. If we push that across, it'll then switch to player. At the moment it's saying no data because there isn't any recordings on here, but when we do have some recordings, you have little thumbnail pictures showing each time you've done a recording. It's not touch screen, however we do have an up and down and left and right button here for us to select different clips, and we simply press enter here to play. When we're happy, we've had a look at what we've got, push the slider back to camera mode and we're back to where we were before. When we've completed all our recordings, we simply press and hold the off button, close the viewfinder, slide up the lens cap, and then underneath the camera at the bottom here, just below where the battery is located, pull down this little flap and you'll see that there's a card. If you press that in and let go, it'll pop out. All of your recordings will now be on this memory card, and what you will need to do is to either collect a memory card reader from me or ask for a card reader when you pick up the equipment. Use that card reader, plug it into a computer and copy everything off this card before you bring the equipment back to me, because I need to then delete it ready for the next person. If you need to charge your camera, you'll notice on the viewfinder there is a battery with bars in it. When that is completely empty, you'll be out of battery power, so you will need to charge this. With the viewfinder open and the camera off, so press and hold the off button, you'll see there's a little slot there, it looks like a USB slot. Take the cable that's provided, the smallest end goes into that slot on the camera, like so. This can now be plugged into a computer USB port. When you plug it in, you'll notice the little red light on the back of the camera will start to flash. When that stops flashing, your battery is fully charged. Alternatively, if you don't have a computer and you need to plug it from the wall socket, you can use the adapter that's provided. So you simply plug this into the wall and you can see there is a USB adaptation on the back there for you. Finally, these cameras can also be used to take pictures. On the top below the zoom in and zoom out trigger, you'll see there is a button there. that will take a picture.